Ahead of the United Nations 26th Conference of the Peoples of the Parties, popularly known as COP26 2021 in Glasgow, Scotland, beginning on the 31st of October to 12th of November 2021, experts in the environmental sector, the United Kingdom and the Italian government have pledged to support in achieving secure global net zero. The United Kingdom and the Italian government, together with the Nigerian government, made this promise on Thursday in Abuja at the British High Commission. Benedict Uko completes the story.
Between October 31 and November 12, the UK and Italy will jointly host the 26th Conference of the Parties, or COP26. The conference sought to address and support the funding of efforts at combating the threat of climate change in developing countries. At a press conference on Thursday in Abuja, the United Kingdom's High Commissioner to Nigeria, Catriona Laing, who was represented by the Deputy High Commissioner, Ben Llewellyn-Jones, laid down UK's support to Nigeria post-COP26.
There are 4 clear goals. So firstly, to secure global net zero by mid-century and keep ambition of no more than 1.5 degree rise in global temperatures within reach. Secondly, to adapt our behaviour, our infrastructure, our system to protect communities and natural habitats. Thirdly, and I think very, very importantly, to mobilise finance. Developed countries must make good on their promise to mobilise at least $100 billion in climate finance per year. And then fourthly, and related to this, to work together to deliver what's called the Paris Rulebook, which is the detailed rules that make the Paris Climate Change Agreement operational, and so accelerate action to tackle the climate crisis through collaboration between governments, businesses and civil society. And we really hope to support Nigeria after COP26, and the COP26 will build the conditions for that support, not just from the UK, from Italy, but from all countries, particularly mobilising that finance and helping with energy transition and, very importantly in Nigeria, access to energy, increased access to energy, which we recognise to be a particular challenge in Nigeria, a unique Nigeria, but a particular challenge in Nigeria given the circumstances faced.
The Italian ambassador to Nigeria, Stefano Pontesilin, disclosed that funds allocated through the Next Generation EU program will be invested in redeveloping Nigeria's economy and industrial system in a way that will help achieve all targets set within the COP26 agenda.
The Italian National Recovery and Resilience Plan, launched by our government to boost the economy from the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic, has at its heart the goal of allowing the green development of our countries. Therefore, a large part of the funds allocated through the Next Generation EU program will be invested in redeveloping our economy and our industrial system in a way that will help us, among other things, to achieve all targets set within the COP26 agenda. Indeed, what used to be our Ministry of Environment has been strongly reinforced and renamed Ministry for Ecological Transition to highlight its accrued role in supporting a complete transition of our entire economic structure towards sustainable growth that can reduce the impact of climate. It is with this ambitious internal climate change agenda that Italy goes to Glasgow next week, ready to share its experience and learn from others. It brings to the table also a strong commitment to support the ecological transition of developing countries, particularly in the sub-Saharan Africa.
The Minister of State for Environment, Sharon Ikeazo, who advised that energy transition must take into account so as not to leave anyone behind as the world goes into the race for net zero, also pledged support in ecological transition.
At our own pace, taking into account the realities of our economy. Then the issue of coal, just like the young man talked about, there are some countries even in Africa that are still dependent on that coal. So I think the energy transition must be just and take into account the realities of various economies so we don't plunge our people into poverty and leave no one behind as we go to the race for net zero.
The UK's support to Nigeria in achieving ecological transition include implementation strategy for ensuring decarbonization of the power sector, increased forest restoration, protection and management, amongst others.